Art Integration in the Classroom Case Studies by Kelly Ogren, Mackenzie Larson, and Allison Klassen.
Title and synopsis of studies. Study number 1, Writing with Their Whole Being. A cross-study analysis of children's writing from 5 classrooms using Process by Crumpler and Schneider, 2002. This study was a summary of 5 different studies and how drama contributed to a student's literacy success. Study number 2, Imagery-Based Learning, Improving Elementary Students' Reading Comprehension with Drama Techniques by Rose D. et al., 2000. This study examines the relationship between drama-based reading instruction and reading comprehension among 4th graders. Study number 3, Drama Activities as Ideational Resources for Primary Grade Children in Urban Science Classes by Varelis M. et al., 2010. This study explored how dramatic enactments of scientific concepts enhanced and developed students' understanding and meaning along material, social, and representational dimensions.
Critical thinking skills. Study number 1. When I am involved with drama, I am able to be creative in my own way. Process drama is when the teacher and students work together to learn about literature. I get to use my imagination and communicate with my classmates and teacher in my own language in school. I learned that effective communication is important. Study number 2. I was excited to participate in a theory-driven research-based reading comprehension instruction that used drama techniques, emphasizing imagery, elaboration, and story element segmentation. Study number 3. My teacher told us that we would be taking part in a drama activities to act out the different types of matter and how a food web works. As we started the activities, our teacher gave us scientific information, recorded how we talked to each other, and drew pictures of where we stood in the activity. As soon as we thought we figured out the activity, our teacher gave us more clues to help to keep us on the right track. It was really fun because we had all different roles. I was an actor. The people in the audience had a good view at and gave us a lot of suggestions about how to change our acting. We worked together to figure out the activities. Compare the
effectiveness of critical thinking techniques used in each study.
I think it is pretty cool that all 3 studies required a lot of creativity. It always feels like every assignment or test I have, there is only one correct answer. Drawing pictures, writing, and reading allowed me to really share and express what I think and explain why I think this way.
How did teachers encourage and or present creative expression in each case study?
Study number 1. My teacher allowed my classmates and me to make choices about the drama we use. Study number 2. My teacher showed us different examples of language arts from dramatic arts that helped us with our memory, learning, and reading comprehension. Study number 3. My teacher let us have different roles. I was an actor. I played the part of a water molecule when we did the types of matter activity. When we did the food web activity, I was a coyote. I used what I knew to act like the thing I was pretending to be.
Compare the use of creative expression in the studies. Was one more effective than the other?
Every study had positive results within the subject that was focused on. While doing the third study, I felt I participated in a variety of ways to really help me understand a difficult lesson.
Specific examples of creative expression in each study. Were they more process or product orientated?
Study number 1. My classmates and I also use writing to make connections with the drama that relate to ourselves and our imagination. This is process oriented because we use drama in any way we want to without having a specific example to follow. Study number 2. The process of how we were taught and reading comprehension was in 4 stages: story, sequence, participation, perception, and evaluation. Study number 3. When we were acting out the food web and different types of matter, I learned a lot when we were doing the activity. My teacher said that our goal was to focus on what we were learning in the process of acting. I thought it was fun because I was able to act how I thought a water molecule and coyote acted.
How were connections made between curricular sub-themes in each case study? Do you think the case studies exemplified seamless integration or more of an interdisciplinary approach?
Study number 1. Drama is incorporated with writing. We learned about literature through writing. I feel this would be interdisciplinary because my classmates and I are involved with the learning process and which allows us to learn critical thinking skills such as being risk takers, learning problem solving skills, and self-confidence. Study number 2. Learning different drama techniques to increase reading comprehension was fun and exciting. It was completely different than learning out of our textbooks. Study number 3. Our drama activity taught us about science. This activity was neat because we were acting and didn't even realize we were learning about science at the same time. It was seamless learning about drama and science at the same time.
Describe the level of student engagement in each study.
Study number 1. When my classmates and I are writing, this allows us to participate in process drama so we can learn about different text. We are able to evaluate and understand the different parts of a story. Study number 2. We had to take a few tests to show that all of us were involved in the study. The classes that did not get to have fun with all of the new drama activities had to take all the same tests. My entire class was able to learn of these new techniques to help us understand reading in a different way. Study number 3. We all had different roles. Some of us were actors, playwrights, directors, and audience members. This was a good because we could all participate in the ways that we wanted.
How can you see yourself using any of these examples in your teaching?
The teachers in the study think movement is essential for learning in the classroom. Using actors, playwrights, directors, and audience members for other subject areas is something that could slowly be transitioned in during any curricular lesson.
Describe changes that you would make to each example in order to use it in your classroom or teaching assignment.
Study number 1. My teacher said that we will continue to use drama to learn about other objects. Drama can be incorporated into the entire school day. She also said that we will get to choose if we would rather work in groups or alone. Study number 2. My teacher said using drama in the classroom is a great way to learn in all subject areas. She said that we could brainstorm ideas together and try to use a new idea once a week. Study number 3. My teacher really liked how well we did in the activities. She said that in the future we would be doing drama activities to help us better understand hard books. She also said that we would get a lot more time to plan out our acting. We would probably use our iPads to research the thing we had to pretend to be so we would act better.
Have any of these case studies prompted ideas about an area of your curriculum that you could alter to include arts integration?
Study number 1. When learning about the learner profile in school, we often use role-playing to learn more about being caring, being a risk-taker, being principled, and a good communicator.
Hang on, skip this. Go to number 3 because mine is wrong.
Study number 3. Acting out what we are learning really helped us better understand the science concepts. My teacher said that sometimes we have a hard time in math, so we will be using a drama activity to help us learn how to divide.
You can just go back to that. It is right.
Study number
2.
Every week in class, we draw pictures to represent our spelling and vocabulary words. My teacher thinks that maybe acting these out and getting in some movement will be helpful with recognizing and understanding the word to do. 2. Sorry about the mix-up.
Don't read that again. About the narrator.
Julia Ogren is 8 years old and attends Rum River Elementary School. She is in 3rd grade and is involved with lacrosse, piano, and after-school theater and gymnastics. Her favorite thing to do is be with her family.